Enrico.
Hi.
So, you look like a work of art yourself. Can you tell me how and why you ended up this way?
Because I just finished doing the live painting performance in front of the museum.
So this live painting performance practice, can you tell us how you started to think about doing that?
Well, live painting has been one of my main art forms in my practice since I started my activity back like early 2000s when I was probably 18 years old. So I was so much influenced by like New York graffiti art, and I did it a little bit, but I ended up doing more in as a live painting rather than like street graffiti.
That's right.
And one of the reasons is I knew a lot of DJ. I had a lot of DJ friends who had a party in clubs or music events, and they offered me an opportunity to do live painting in their events. So that's how I started in the beginning.
Yeah. Now, when you're doing a live painting, can you tell us a little bit more of the process of the live painting? You know, do you plan beforehand? What are the kinds of things that you're taking as inspiration in the moment?
Yeah, I usually don't really plan it beforehand, so it's all like improvisation or live. But still, because I've been doing this so many times, I can kind of envision how it goes. I have an image of the picture, and I have kind of my own language or vocabulary, which I compose the picture in it. So that's how I work, and I get inspiration from the vibes of the moment or the audience surrounding me. So that's also a very important element.
Can you tell us, in this live painting performance here at the Beach Museum, what were some things that you didn't expect that happened that became part of your performance?
Yeah, I mean, it was outside of the building, and today the weather is so good, so sunny. So sunshine was very beautiful and strong. I have never done live performance under such a perfect natural light. And so the painting got dry faster than usual process, and that was, made me, go quicker. So the process was, it's a little easier because I put many layers, and usually I have to wait. The first layer get dry, and the second layer. But this time it was quicker, which was more fun.
Yeah. I mean, that was I love the energy that you were exuding, during the performance. It was really wonderful, almost like a dance. Yeah. So now, coming back to the works you have here in the gallery, these two paintings here you did, for this show, and this has your signature expression, quick turn structure.
Yes.
So can you tell us a bit about quick turn structure?
Okay, so again, I'm very influenced by graffiti art, and graffiti it's an act of writing your name in the street. So the language is about how to compose the letters. But what I do is taking off the letter forms and extracting only the motion of lines and repeat it to compose an abstract shape. That is what I call quick turn structure, and that is has been my main motif for 15 years. Yes.
And why are you inspired by graffiti?
I think that was a very natural process. When I was a teenager, again, at the same moment that I started doing live painting, there was a huge trend. I'm from Japan, Tokyo, and there was a huge trend of New York street culture, not just graffiti, but skateboarding, hip hop, fashion, street fashion, and a lot of my friends were involved in that kind of activity. And I was into visual art. I like to draw, so naturally I got interested in graffiti art. Yes.
And I know that you were interested in writing. Graffiti is a kind of writing. It's writing with spray paint. Are there other types of writing that you've looked at that you took inspiration from?
Yes. After moving to US, I live in New York now for 5 years, and I kind of started to feel about my Japanese legacy more. You know, I became more aware about it, and also because I use sumi ink, which Japanese calligraphers use for their writing, calligraphy writing. I use the sumi ink to make, you know, those lines in the back. So I didn't, like, I'm not trained properly for the calligraphy writing, but I think that's kind of a relatively new inspiration for me. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, you know, since we're here in front of this painting, one of my favorite parts here is something like this, or something like that. Can you tell me, you know, how you created that element, and what are some other unexpected elements in your painting that you have?
Yes, so this painting and also that one, they were in the beginning, they were done as a live painting also. So I made the background first as a performance in front of the audience, like 40 minutes performance, and then brought the canvas back to studio and worked more on it and finished the painting. So it has a different process, different materials, different sense of time, you know, improvisation and the studio, you know, the flow of time is totally different. So it has a lot of like layer of not just materials but also, you know, time, technique and a lot of things.
Yeah. How'd you make that?
You mean those dots?
Yes.
It's a bubble wrap. So I put the bubble wrap to the ink and transfer the ink onto the canvas, and then it becomes like this.
What about something like this?
Here, it's just, I think this was kind of, I think it was just a brush.
Oh.
Yes.
So sometimes you use a brush too.
Yeah. This one was a little experimental, yeah. And same here.
Well, you can touch it. Yeah, I love that, you know, that experimental nature of this work, and I'm so excited, you know, that you're able to inaugurate this painting.
Thank you.
And that one for this show. We're so glad to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So you said that you use a lot of materials like bubble wrap or the brush, and kind of I can see the textures of that. I wonder, do you have, are these materials come from evolved and now you use them more? Have you experimented with other materials? And what you use now, what kind of meaning do they evoke for you or in the painting?
So for the live painting, I use, you know, if you saw the performance today, maybe you saw it. I use a lot of things as well, but those tools are like directed towards this condition of how you make the painting in 40 minutes or 30 minutes. You know, and then when I work in studio, again, you know, I have more time, more concentration, and I don't have the eyes of audience. So I can be alone, which means I can make a mistake, then I can fix it. So it's a totally different process. And for example, those thick black lines, which makes the quick structure, this was actually, it was a small drawing on paper, which I hand-drawn, and then I projected it, digitally projected on the canvas, and then traced the line, and then filled the line with the airbrush.
Wow.
So this is very like slow process,
Yeah.
digital process included. So, but the background is like improvisation, live performance.
Yeah.
So it's a totally different process. And I try to mix those different techniques, digital, analog, improvisation, planning, but eventually they come together as one painting, and they kind of make a harmony together.
Isn't that the projection of a quick turn structure drawing? That's something recent that you started doing, right?
Maybe 1 year, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty recent, yes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.